Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gaming Daddy channel. So for those of you who watched the PTS, they announced a whole bunch of stuff. They talked about how they're going to be bringing all of this new stuff to the game, but they didn't talk about any content. So my best guess is they're setting this up for some content piece that may be coming down the line. If you look at the way they set the dates for the PTS, that's going to be actually where we're testing this content. We'll be testing this stuff out almost close to December. So for the rest of November, we're just going to be doing PTS testing. We're going to be talking about it, showcasing it. We're going to be giving feedback regarding the optimization station rollout and all of that stuff. Now, for those of you who know me, I only like giving the state of the game highlights and talk about maybe a few things, and I will probably keep unfolding them over the course of the next few days. But something is very important on my mind, and this video is one of those forums that I want to get that out, and that's why you're getting this video very early. And so for those of you who are buying a PS5, or for those of you who are getting it in day one, I would like for you to please fire up the Division 2 on this new console, the same Division 2, and let me know what your experience is with the performance of this game. Here is my bet. You will have a different eye towards what this game is capable of doing on a good machine. I think you actually be very amazed as to what kind of game this is, even if they didn't even improve the game for the new console generations. You're going to see that the game does have something unique in the way that it's been designed and programmed, and functionality is really going to be better. For some people who've already upgraded their PS4s to an SSD, they're already enjoying some level of this. But then with the graphics upgrade, the graphics processing upgrades and all the other things that the PS5 comes with, my best guess is you're most likely going to be blown away as to what game you've been basically, enduring for the past few years, if I would say. And this is a testament to how ahead some games already are versus how behind these console generations can be. And when you release a console, it takes 5 to 7 years for that console to start to, in some cases phase out. And newer games right now are going to be leveraging a lot more of the technological power that you have. If you go back and look at games from like maybe 2013, 2014, which is basically when this PlayStation 4 and Xbox One generation came out, the requirements for those games were basically kind of like, hardware that were just okay. But if you look at games that had come out in the 2016, 2017, 2018, even through now, the requirements, and if you look at PC requirements anyways, are actually very high. So what's been going on? Many of those games have had to be scaled or dumbed down for the console versions because the consoles could not do more, in terms of power and in terms of performance. So I know many people are talking about how these new consoles are good, but you have to keep that in mind that give it a year, this consoles that we're seeing now, they're going to be old technology. And that's just the way these things work. But at least I'm not bashing on them. I will be happy to get my PS5 when they give me a real PS5 exclusive, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, it at least keeps us in a place where we now know that this generation is able to carry and process more new games and expand the features that are coming. And I think the Division 2 is actually going to be one of those games that does shine in this context. But at least I wanted to point that out in this video. I wanted to just go ahead and just, point out what they are doing in the state of the game, and also just, hypothesize that we're going to be seeing some more content. So even if you have to fire up your Division 2 because, you thought you were probably going to be playing Cyberpunk 2077, but now you're firing it up, I still think it's worth playing. I still think people are going to be playing the Division on a PS5 as well because they still have to bring out some new content. And the reason I've said this in many of my videos is they have to sell a Division 3 game, or even at worst, if there's no Division 3 game, they have to sell Avatar. And many people in this community are going to be interested in seeing what Avatar is about. They're going to be willing to actually, kind of delve in and see what's going on. And one way to do that is to actually make sure that this community still has them in their good graces. And if you notice, they've given us the optimization station. They've given us the targeted loot in the summit that's basically customizable to you. They're even going to be bringing a lot of these new exotics and a 4th season that many people are going to be able to get their hands on if they just engage in that content, or if they engage in that cycle and all of that good stuff. And then we have Codename Nightmare, which they basically did not talk about in the PTS, and I think that's basically their jumping pad for them to get some new announcements for content out there. But I'm going to get out of your hair. I want to hear your thoughts about basically your experience on what the PlayStation 5 is doing to the Division 2. If I can get my hands on one of them, I'll probably do so. I'm probably going to go knock down, basically all of these websites and just kind of, try to see if I can snag one. But if not, I'll just call the GameStop. If they have any, then, maybe I'll have to do a side job to get one of those. But I'll talk to y'all hopefully in another video. Thank you for your time and audience. Peace.